Halito and good afternoon. This is Lakota from Urban Homesteaders, and today we are going to look through my garden. So what you see behind me are my vertical planters. They are in the more shaded area of my yard. Here we have a lettuce. These are cousin to spinach, but they're less likely to bolt. Why I got them is because of their underside sleeve right there. Don't know what that spot is, so I'll have to look into that. Not sure what's in these. This is a noble spinach. Not sure. Kid's toy. Already went through these. Are lettuces. Parsley, spinach, parsley, spinach, parsley. Not sure what's in here. I'm guessing a curly lettuce right here. Not sure. Spinach. Not sure. Parsley, kale. Lettuce. So that's what's in those. Let's go back to the back garden. Or no, we'll go more forward to the more front garden. So here you will see some Swiss chard that I've been nibbling on and feeding to the birds. I believe these are nasturtiums. And then these are my peas, which are doing great, considering the weather's been fairly hot here in Michigan. I've already harvested off of them, but the peas are doing really good. And over here we have more peas. Setting off food. My beans are coming up, along with more nasturtiums. There's a nasturtium. Yeah, these are nasturtiums. I gotta thin out my beans. That half was planted way before this half. And then I also intermittently put sunflower seeds in here yesterday. That is a flooded flower pot. And this has herbs in it, and I'm just waiting for them to come up. Here are my strawberry planters, which I have strawberries in. I'm just waiting for them to ripen. And then I just turn this every day. And here's some more. Got a little kale in there. I just threw these in there to see what they would happen, and they're just so little still. I don't know why. But my strawberries are doing fantastic, and all I did was plant them in some compost. Well, some really bad compost, actually. I'm surprised they're even doing halfway decently. So yeah, I have 2 of these. A tree that I need to get in still. My rose bush. A weed. And then my planters. I need to come in here and do some maintenance pretty bad. Gotta find the time. Okay, here we have my green stalk that I planted with corn. That's doing really well. Don't mind my little plant start area. I need to severely get that cleaned up and those planted. I got pole beans and stuff, and then my nasturtium flowers, which are edible. They taste like pepper. Here we have my potatoes, which are doing great. These ones were planted way before those, like a week and a half. So they're doing really nicely. We don't really have much area for full sun, so that's where these guys get. And then in the afternoon, they get some afternoon shade from this tree. So here are some of my herbs that I need to plant somewhere. We have sage. I believe that is thyme. Yeah, thyme. Chamomile. Rosemary, which is the only one that sprouted. My chives are looking terrible. So more sage. So I got those started. They should come back every year. They are perennial. So yeah, this is my side-ish garden. Sorry if I'm squinting, it's noon. Terrible time to record a garden tour, I know. Guys ready? Gunner I need to fix your collar. So what we have back there is I have some on that trellis right there. So those are watering cans for rainwater barrels. And then those posts are actually for a chicken run. So that's where the chickens are gonna go. We're gonna keep about, I don't know, 4 to 6 chickens because city limits, and I just want to make sure that I give them enough room. And due to the dogs, mainly that fluffy one, we have to keep them pretty confined. Thank you for peeing on that. Oh, you gotta kick it too. And then that's just some brush from the tree because it used to hang down in the neighbor's yard, and to put one of the, well, that one up exactly, we had to cut it. Here's my boy Colt, huh, my baby. You're my baby. And and Gunner. Yeah. Oh goodness, Gunner. Oh goodness. Are you a bit excited? Oh my goodness. And there's Titan. And then the lovely gate that we have. And we have to walk like that because he pushes through it. He's our troublemaker here. He's a good boy. Oh my goodness. And I was getting loves from Colt. He is my service dog for my anxiety. So this is the back garden so far. We are keeping little tweets in that. And they're excited to see me because they are hungry. I need to move their thing. But yeah, let's get started back here. Alright, so here we have a fig tree. And whenever I got it, it was bare root. And I did not think it was going to live at all. I mounted this with straw because I planted it in the spring, then we got those frosts, and it said that it would die in frost. So I mounted it with straw. That's the little fig tree that I got. And then my really sad looking squash plant. I know I have a tag somewhere. Maybe not. That's squash. And that's literally the only main thing in this bed is that squash plant. I'm dedicating this bed to the squash. And then we have a little bitty nasturtium. Ooh, it's got a little flower. That's a raspberry bush right here. My little birdies. Oh, I need to change you guys' water too. Getting some shade. We just got this until we can get their run up because they were getting really big in the house. Hi, my girls. Huh? Is it getting real hot? Yeah, that's my fingers. Please, don't eat me. I know you're hungry and you think I'm food. So the orange ones are buff Orpingtons, and then the black ones are black Australorps or larks, or however you pronounce it. I'm gonna butcher names all day long here. So in this bed we have some melons, and it looks like I need to feed them. The compost that we had is not very good. I think this one's a baby doll. We haven't gotten too much rain this year where I'm at. That's another melon. That is a raspberry bush. They're actually like an orange raspberry. Here we have tomatoes, and then I'm going to hang the plants off of this. I know some people say that it'll hurt the main stem and whatnot, but it will flow with it, I'm sure. But the tomatoes are going to be put on this trellis right up there. I'm going to zip tie them on that. Right now it's just hanging by this. And right here. Yeah, we got melons, my tomatoes, and these ones. I marked these ones. These are Bonnie's Best. That's a blueberry bush. I just have yet to put another one behind it of a different variety because that will make them get bigger. I believe that's a squash. I just can't remember what kind of squash. I know I planted a couple different varieties of squash. And then these are some more tomatoes. This is actually the tomato bed from last year, but you can see how they're hung up on that. See how these ones are this way? I noticed that I could get more out of it that way. So they're going up and down. So these are just like a yard fencing for dogs to keep them out of the garden. These ones, more tomatoes. They're looking a little sad and droopy. I need to water them. They're stressed. A lot of sunlight going on and whatnot. Yeah, I have no idea what kind of squash these are. I think my son came in here and took the tags off. Here is my asparagus bed. So that's an asparagus. This one is right here. And this one right here. And right here, all asparagus. I really didn't think any of these guys were gonna come up. Where you see a big rock is where I planted one. Kind of planted heavily just because I wanted to make sure at least some came up. And then these are my crane melons. That was actually my first ever potato plant bucket, was right here. And I just have yet to plant anything else in it. So maybe I'll plant some of those perennial herbs in this bed, which is actually a kiddie pool. Last year I planted a different variety of things in it. I think I planted squash and the crane melon, which actually did really good at trellising up this. But yeah, these are just melons in here. I don't think they're doing too good. I need to feed them with actual fertilizer because the compost that I got this year wasn't very good at all. And then these are my cucumber plants, which also need to be fed. I don't know why they're yellowing and dying. These weren't like this last year. Last year I didn't have any of these issues. Back here we have some volunteer tomato plants because last year, as you can see, I had tomatoes in this, and then some more melons and another volunteer tomato. So I almost forgot to show you guys my blueberry bushes, which are actually on the side of the house, and I never ever go over there besides like maybe once a week. And I just recently seen that they had some berries ripening on them. So that's really fun. Let's go check them out. And these are the blueberries on the side of the garage. Look at them. So I'm so excited. If you're wondering what kind of blueberries and how much I paid for them this spring, I got them at Lowe's. The other one that you seen in the back, that was from a bare root. I got 2 of them. So that was my garden so far this spring. I believe it is June 4th. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, or subscribe if you want to see more of our videos. There'll be updates every single week of what we're doing, our plans, some of our day-to-day lives. Thank you for watching, and God bless.